The second inauguration of President Donald Trump marks a significant and dramatic moment in U.S. politics. As one of only 2 presidents to return to office after losing a re-election campaign, Trump's address was filled with bold rhetoric and promises. His inaugural speech, and the actions he took on his first day, set the tone for the next 4 years of his presidency. Here are 3 key takeaways from Trump's return to the White House. First, Trump wasted no time in asserting his vision of America's future. In a break from tradition, rather than focusing on unity or a hopeful future, he criticized the outgoing administration, referring to his historic political comeback as proof that the impossible is what we do best. Trump painted his second term as the beginning of a golden age for the United States, invoking the spirit of manifest destiny. He promised the U.S. would expand not only geographically, but also in ambition, mentioning projects like planting the Stars and Stripes on Mars and reclaiming the Panama Canal. His speech was a mix of triumph and defiance, signaling his readiness to tackle big challenges, with grand visions like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and returning the name of Denali to Mount McKinley. The second major takeaway was the shift in the political landscape surrounding Trump. Unlike his first inauguration, which saw massive protests and resistance from the left, the atmosphere in Washington, D.C. was strikingly different. A quieter resistance emerged, with fewer protests and a notable lack of the once strong opposition from Silicon Valley. Some former Republican critics, like House Speaker Paul Ryan, were no longer in positions of power, allowing Trump to reshape the GOP more firmly in his MAGA image. Even Democrats seemed to accept his return, acknowledging the reality of his victory while promising to fight back in different ways. Finally, Trump's first day back in office was marked by a flurry of executive actions. In his address, he promised action, not words, and he immediately delivered. In a series of rapid-fire orders, Trump began dismantling the policies of the previous administration. He revoked 78 executive actions from the Biden era, froze new regulations and hiring, and even planned actions to combat inflation. Among the most contentious actions were his declarations on immigration and transgender rights. He announced a national emergency at the southern border, pledged to send troops to halt illegal immigration, and took steps to limit federal protections for transgender Americans. These moves set the stage for a turbulent and transformative second term, signaling that Trump intends to push his agenda aggressively from day one. Trump's second inauguration and his first day back in office laid out a combative and ambitious plan. With sweeping executive orders, aggressive rhetoric, and promises to return America to its golden age, he made it clear that his presidency will be defined by bold actions and an unwavering commitment to his vision. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear: Trump's second term is going to be a defining chapter in American politics. Stay subscribed for more videos.